Alright, birthday Howell, birthday Howell Chai, birthday Howell, birthday Howell Chai, Cowfly Howell, birthday Howell Chai, birthday Howell Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle of great military of Woo Will, sincere citation, I can have put the truth, caught the four corners of the earth, to the spirit and power of Howell, birthday Howell Chai, that the hope will elect. Double honor, did that salutation to the Israelite foreign that is scattered throughout all the nations, throughout the four corners of the earth, that believe in the name of Yahweh, birthday Howell Chai. And shalom to the sisters and family that tune into the doctrine that's preached around the whole world, peace and mercy unto you. And who the world inwardly called God, his name is Yahweh. And who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai. It's the Hebrew Israelite that consists of these so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American, and those whose line descendants that go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the scattering. Alright, now this is basically supposedly came across information. It's pretty much an act or a law that's supposed to be activated sometime this year or next year. It's the NESARA or GESERA, the NESARA or GESERA. Alright, as you see on the screen, it's the Wikipedia, and basically try to restore America to a sovereign nation, alright? Which is not going to happen just pursuant to Bible prophecy. We know America is going to be destroyed, alright? America is identified as Babylon, or Babylon the Great in the scriptures, alright? And there's prophecy that is going to be taken out of power, it's going to be destroyed, okay? It's not going to turn back to what it was. You already reached that pinnacle. You already reached your height. Alright? So these scriptures they're bringing out concerning that America is not going to be proper. There's no healing for America. There's no turning back to the good old days, so to speak. Now, it is the NESARA, the National Economic Security and Recovery Act, was a set of proposed economic reform for the United States, drafted in 1990 by Harvey Francis Bernard. Bernard claimed that the proposal included replacing the income tax with a national sales tax, abolishing compound interest on secure loans, and returning a bimetallic currency, result in 0% inflation and a more stable economy. So basically, that's the summary of it. So, let's see on the screen. It's that we give credit card, mortgage, and other bank debt due to illegal banking and government activities, abolish the income tax, which we know a lot of these stuff is not even constitutional, because the United States is a corporation now, alright? It's not a sovereign nation no more. Alright, that's another topic and stuff that you can look up on your own. Abolish the IRS. We know that the private entities create flat rate, non-essential, new item only, sell tax revenue for government, increase the benefits of things. Citizens return constitutional law. Like I said, we're in a basically a corporation, and that's why they use these PD, penal code, alright? Because it's back to it being a corporation, alright? It's that, where we left off. Establish new presidential congressional election in 120 days after the NESARA announcement, monitor election and prevent illegal election activity or special interest group, create new U.S. Treasury currency, rainbow currency, backed by gold, silver, and platinum, precious metals, return constitutional law to all our court and legal matters, initiate new U.S. Treasury bank system in alignment with constitutional law, eliminate the Federal Reserve System, restore financial privacy, retain all judges and attorneys in constitutional law, right? Because right now, they go to the bar exam, which would go back to the British something, all right, prove that this America is the little horn that came up out of Great Britain, all right, the UK, all right, as I tell you in Daniel, all right, being a mother in the United States being a child. Anyway, it's that cease all aggressive U.S. government military action worldwide, establish peace throughout the world. But each the so-called white man was set up to take peace from the earth. That's why he's known as the Red Horse in Revelation chapter 6. Okay? And the elite know that. Initiate the first phase of worldwide prosperity distribution of vast wealth, which have been accumulating for many decades, alright? And the vast wealth that you have stolen from the people of the earth, from the nation, alright? Mainly from Israel, alright? That's why if property, when America go down, you're gonna all these nations gonna be giving up their riches and resources to Israel. All right, that's why the gate shall be open continuously. Releases the normal sum of money for humanitarian purposes, and able to release of new technology such as alternative energy devices. All right, so pretty much first scripture I'm gonna get. Cause there ain't be no helling for this place, man. There ain't no helling for America. All right. Let's go back. Jeremiah 51 and it's Jeremiah 51 and 7, Babylon, which is America, has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Alright? It's been the nation that set up the spread at the velocity around the whole earth. Alright? And the other nation has drunken that. Alright? That made all the earth drunken. The nation has drunken of her wine, therefore the nation are mad. Verse 8, that's why they're going to shoot their missile on America. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. Alright, we look at balm. Because there ain't going to be no healing for this place. Hebrew word is Tada warrior. Alright, Tada warrior. As balm, as medicine. Alright, so use the balm. That's what? It's a something that has a company student a restorative effect. Alright, a restorative effect is what? To restore it. Alright, so there ain't no bomb, there ain't no nothing that can be done to restore America back to its sovereign nation. Alright, with your NESARA Act or GESERA. Okay, there's nothing you can do to bring America back. Alright. Instead, Babylon is suddenly falling and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so she may be healed. Alright, look at the word pain. that Maka'aba, like a Maka'ab, alright, pain, sorrow. Uh, Back to 50 verse, yeah, so there's no healing for this place. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. As though we may be healed. We will have healed Babylon, alright, America, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches to heaven and is lifted up even unto the sky. All the wickedness you have done, alright, all the atrocity you have done on this earth, okay, you're gonna be destroyed. It ain't gonna be no revitalizing or restoring America to nothing, back to what it was. Cause you already reached your pinnacle. You already reached your height. All right. So ain't no everything have a up. What go up must come down. All right. And everything that reaches the pinnacle, its milestone or its prime, it comes to comes to naught. And it's already been prophesied that you're gonna be taken out of power, that you're gonna be destroyed. All right. It's Habakkuk 2, all right, because you are in major debt, major at debt. And you talk about forget all debt, yeah, right. It's Habakkuk 2 and 5, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, all right, pursuant to his blessing, all right, be on the earth as the dew, all right, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Alright, like I said, Revelation 6, the red horse take people from the earth, the pale horse as death. It cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Alright, that's why he's all over the place, all over the earth, trying to rule and controlling these nations. Alright, and stealing their resources. Alright, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunt and proverb against him, and say, woe to him, which is woe is destruction. That's why America's going to be destroyed. Ain't nothing you can do to restore it. You're not going to be the nation to restore peace on the earth, because you're going to be destroyed for what you have done. Alright? The nation, that's why we read in Isaiah 51, the nations are mad. Woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that lateth himself in thick clay, Abatya. Alright? Debt. Not just any type of debt. You know, into the meaning, it's some crucial as debt, man. Look at thick clay. That thick clay. Heavy debt. America is some heavy ass debt. That's why the church said thick clay. Alright? You look up the U.S. national debt clock, man. $26 trillion in counting. It's the to the far left and red upper corner. That's a lot of fucking money to be in debt, man. We ain't talking about millions. We ain't talking about billions. We're talking about 26 trillion. 26 trillion in debt. That's why it's that thick clay, heavy debt. And you think you're gonna just get out of that? No, there ain't no way you can get out of that. It's there, verse 7, Habakkuk 2 and 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and await that shall vet thee, and thou shalt be for booty unto them? Could be as spoiled. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of blood, of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all of that drove therein. Alright? Let's get that real quick. Nahum roll into the bloody city, which is America. It's 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. That's talking about us, man. We the prey that have the Israelites, so-called niggas Latino, Native American, are the prey. Alright? The so-called white people. And we have not departed from him. That's why we still in America. That's why we are bound by these contracts. Alright? Which is the license, birth certificate, social security. Okay? Let's go back. Habakkuk 2 and 9. Alright, or let's read 8 again. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. Alright, you got all these riches by unrighteousness, unrighteous doing. Alright? Let me get that real quick. Ecclesiasticus, or the Rock and the Apocrypha 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealing, injury, and riches got by the thief. Alright, and that's how you have gotten your riches. Alright? You get all these things by the thief. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, so all that stuff is going to be translated into us, the children of Israel, the kingdom of heaven. It said, back in Habakkuk 2 and, 2 and 9, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his neck on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted the change to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out in the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall enter it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Alright, well, Nahum 3 and 1, we just read it. Alright, has America been built with blood? The blood of these so-called Latino Native Americans, and established a city by iniquity. Okay? So like I said, you have reached your pinnacle. Okay? So before you get that, get Malachi. Do you think you're gonna build up this place again? Hell no. What was Zechariah? Malachi 1 and 1. No, Malachi 1 and 4. So start at 3. And I hated Esau, which is so-called white people, and laid his mountain, his heritage weight, which is the government, for the dragon of the wilderness, alright? Because America is just going to be destroyed. Alright? It's going to be a big ass desert. Whereas Edom stays, we are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate place. Okay, after the Renaissance period, you rebuilt this place. Alright? And now you're here in America. Let's talk about the daily moon with Hill in Revelation 13. Alright? America is the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. All right, so you have rebuilt your empire, your structure, but now you're gonna be destroyed. All right, you ain't gonna be able to return back to how America used to be because you already reached the pinnacle. All right, because you should have never went up to the space. That's why how much I try to slow you down. That's why I get Obadiah in that. It said they shall thus saith the Lord how much I try to hold. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, right? Because this place could be a memorial of how wickedness, a wicked society ruled. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shai has indignation forever. And that's still called white people, Esau, Edom. Alright? So you're going to be destroyed. Alright? You building up, but Yahweh Shai is throwing your ass down. Alright, so Obadiah is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah is thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh concerning Edom, so-called white people. We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh Shai, an ambassador is sent among the heathen, which is the prophet. Ezekiel 35, I believe, it tells you that that thy faith against Mount Seir, Esau, Edom, white people, and prophesy against it. Okay, and that's what the men of the Lord are doing. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in the battle. All right. So you're going to World War III, pursuant to Joel 3, Ezekiel 38. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Alright? Because we read a scripture like what? Jeremiah 61 and other scriptures. The other nations are mad. The pride of thy heart, which your mind hath deceived thee, and thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that stayeth in his heart. Who shall bring me down to the ground? Alright, you proudful. You don't think you can be brought down to the ground. That's why we just read in Malachi 1:4 that you shall build, but you could be thrown down. How about I'm trying to throw your ass down? Verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy net among the stars, going into the space, satellite and stuff, 1969, that was your pinnacle. So now you're in your downfall. Alright? And now soon you're going to be destroyed. Okay? 1969, 1970, that's why I tell you Revelation 11 that we started to stand on our feet. Alright? Then will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai. Now you're going to get thrown down. Alright? Now your empire is crumbling. Alright? You're not going to be able to restore your stuff. You're not going to be able to go back. You're not going to be able to use this to go back to your sovereignty. Alright? With this NESARA. Alright? But you can look it up and read it